and talk.
Hello there, and welcome to another comments and questions answer show, boys and girls, and third show. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking these. All right, my darlings. Oh, look, just quickly looking ahead to Tuesday. Raw plugs and screws. Okay, Tuesday's show. We're just going to move the time at which the shows come out. The recorded ones, not the live one, the recorded ones. We're going to move those to 7. I think it was 7:30. So instead of coming out at 5:30, they will come out at 7:30. My nephew and my sister say, and brother-in-law say that's a better time to put them out. Okay, so 7:30 in future will be the time that the show is uploaded and available for you to watch. So that's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this one as well. Okay, and the Saturday night one. Alrighty, okie doke. Let's get going, and we'll start off with your comments and questions. Or we start with the newest one, which is how to make vegetable soup from scratch. And the lovely Anne Cummings says, enjoyed your vlog. Soup looked nice, but probably did need a bit more liquid. Curry powder or paste would be a nice addition too. So I think I said that, you know, you would have put other spices and things in like that to your taste, you know. Everyone's going to do it differently. And that's the beauty of doing all this home cooking stuff. Whoever is doing it will do it slightly differently, you know what I mean? Thank you, Anne. I agree with some other comments that you should really do a Chris and Sis with Sharon cooking vlog. Oh, well, they do their cooking thing, and yeah. Unless maybe she came around the caravan. She come around the caravan. I suppose we could do something in there. Well, we just end up shouting at each other. We would. Keep up the good work. Enjoy your channel. Thank you, Anne. Hello to Dons7822. Hello to you. And enjoyed the video. I wouldn't have minded for you to pass me over a bowl of that delicious, tasty looking soup for me to enjoy. It was nice. It was nice. Do you know what, Dons? I wish I had a piece of bread though. You know, I've given up the bread for. I've lost a bit of weight. Does it look thinner in my? No, not yet. Maybe next week. Really does look good with all those vegetables in there. Can I ask if you mind doing a little video where you take us around your house, including the Mirrorball Studios? I've seen that you did videos showing people around the house about 12 years ago, and I'm sure quite a few things have changed since then. Well, there's no cats anymore. I miss my cats. I had 3 cats at one point. But I kind of doing a little bit of travelling at the moment, and I just think you shouldn't really leave animals alone for long periods. Other people would say, oh, cats, they're all right, and they probably are, to be honest. Dogs, certainly not, you know, unless you've got someone to look after them, you cannot leave them. You can actually get automatic cat feeders. Did you know that? Oh, yes. And you put the cat, it's like a round thing. I had one. And you put several meals in this thing, and underneath you can put in ice packs to try and keep it fresh. And I think that lasts for about 3 or 4 days. Although, to be honest, you don't want to open a can of cat food and put that in there. Oh, that would smell, wouldn't it? Start going off. Maggots. Oh, I don't like maggots, do you? Horrible things. Unless, of course, you're a fisherman. I'm sure quite a few things have changed since then. I really enjoyed the video a few weeks back of the caravan tour. Great videos. All right, Dons, we'll do that. We'll do that at some point. But I ain't tidying up for anyone. It will be as messy as it is, okay? I shan't go round with a hoover or anything. Well, I do go round with a hoover once or twice a week. I don't mind that hoovering. I don't mind hoovering. I hate dusting. I hate window cleaning. I hate ironing. I hate cleaning kitchens. It's just the hoovering. Why can't they make houses where all you have to do is hoover? With my shark hoover. Oh, yes. We call them odd cons here. Shark hoover, which I've had for about 3 years. Thank you very much, Dons. Stu's there. Good evening, Stu, from Stu and Sarah. I love the fact that the vegetable soup was all prepared and we got to see everything in real time. Wasn't prepared, though, was it? I think you might have put wasn't. I think you should have put wasn't in there. No, I don't. I mean, there's different ways of doing things, you know. You can have everything laid out, little bowls ready, like they do on the TV cooking programs, none of which I watch. Seriously, I can't stand cooking programs. They get on my nerves. They don't see you how to make anything normal, do they? Like beans on toast. What cooking... Now there's a thing. Beans on toast. We'll do that one day. See how the ideas come in sometimes. Thank you very much. The end result looked lovely. Well done. He enjoyed seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thank you very much. By the way, does anyone want that piece of plastic that was on the wooden chopping board? Austin. Hello, Austin. Not enough carrots, Chris. Do you know... although I put all those carrots in, I wouldn't say it tasted carroty. I don't know how many carrots you've got to be in to make it taste carroty. Because you get carrot soup, can't you? Thank you, Austin. Fred Jones is here. Enjoyed the show. Thought you did a fine job and the soup looked great. Mishaps are life's lessons. Always very handy. I've not bought vegetables in Aldi, but Lidl sometimes have the same problem, particularly with the strawberries. That is, once you buy them, you need to consume them fairly quickly. Lucky if they last the journey home. Great vlog, Chris. I found Fred with strawberries. I used to buy strawberries and I put them in the fridge. Oh, I'll have them tomorrow. I'll have them tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. I'll have them tomorrow. Day 3, they're a bit soggy, aren't they? And squishy. Nah, can't have them after. Oh, I used to throw them all away. Seriously. So I stopped buying strawberries. I have blueberries. I have blueberries and apple and porridge in the morning at the moment. And that's what I have in the morning. Gary, 1310, I think that's big. Yeah, Big G. This is Comedy Gold. He's talking about the vegetable soup video. Very entertaining. Thank you very much, Gary. We are here to serve and have a little bit of a laugh together. Kizzy Finn, hello. You're new, aren't you? Hello, Kizzy. There used to be a programme on the telly in the 1970s for children. It was called Kizzy on BBC Children. Before they had their own channel, you know, it was all on BBC One. Anyone remember Kizzy? Lovely little bit of music. Ba da 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 like that. I mean, not quite as good as the jingle for this show. The comments and questions show from the night. Where's the? I don't know the words now. The comments and questions show on a Saturday night with Chris Reardon from United Kingdom Talk. Bah! Great jingle, isn't it, eh? Have you learnt it yet? I'll come round to your houses and make sure that you can learn that one. We can all sing it together like a choir. There we are. Kizzy says, great vlog. And she is, I assume as a she, is going to try and make that vegetable soup. Fairly easy. Fairly easy. Lynn Simpson. Hello, Lynn. She says, well, I haven't had a good laugh in a good way. And yes, the Aldi veg are poor sometimes. Your soup turned out yummy finally, but it was great watching you and you got there in the end. And that's what it's about, Lynn. If you're on a journey, keep pushing, keep surging forward, my dear. Surge forward and you will get there in the end. My nan used to say, it'll all be all right in the end. Nanny Hayes, that was. Lovely lady. Sarah Wilson is there. She says, I'll make her laugh. She's loving the vlogs. Thank you, Sarah. There's Marion. Marion from the church. You need more liquid to help move it around. Are you talking about the soup or my constipation problem, Marion? I mean, I've got lots of tea here. I'm going with my Mickey Mouse cup. Here, look, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse cup from California. I meant to go back and buy a few more and I forgot. This is the only one I got. Notice I haven't got a white jumper on today. And I forgot to, because Disney only make so many of something usually, and I very much doubt that these are available now. I've seen these on eBay for £20 each, and I don't think I paid that. But nice mugs they are. Thank you, Marion. And Marion says, I need to roughly chop it up in big chunks. Big chunks. Thank you, Marion. Is that when it's cold? I think you mean when it's cold, isn't it, rather than when it was cooked there. Tara Wells. Hello, Tara, in Melbourne, Australia. Hi, Tara. Thank you for the recipe, and thank you once again for putting a big smile on your face. Here's a big smile on my face. It's quite scary, that, isn't it? I'm going to be a clown. They were scary, weren't they, clown? I didn't like clowns. No one likes clowns, do they, really? They don't like them. I think the clowns are the original people who had their lips done, weren't they? like the girls do now. Thank you, Tara. Hope the weather's nice and warm for you down there in Australia. I've been there 5 times. Been to Melbourne once. I was on that tram. You know the tram that goes round, or was it free? Can't remember. A very old-looking tram, and it goes round and round and round. I went on that for one circuit. I got talking to the driver. I get talking to everyone, actually. Got talking to the driver. I think by the time I got off, he was glad to get rid of me. Moaning Pom. That's me, Kazzy. Tara. Kazzy's there. Love the looks of the soup. You did have me laughing so much at the beginning. There were hints of the Swedish chef from Spitting Image. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the Swedish chef is there. But you did good and made a lovely soup and filmed it for us to watch. Thank you very much, Kazzy. Yeah, you like these cooking things, don't you? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing them. I don't like watching. I don't watch any cooking things. You know, the one where 4 people go around and they cook and they get a meal cooked and everyone gets filmed running it down. What an awful thing. Who came up with that idea? Because it's blooming awful. Awful. Or Bake Off, anything like that. It just doesn't do it for me. I like a drama on the telly, you know. I'm watching what was it? Something on BBC. Oh, can't remember now. And he's an English spy, but he's pretending not to be an English spy. And there's a really good-looking bloke in it called Teddy. And he kind of has a little bit of affair with Teddy, but Teddy is a bad character. He's a bad boy, but he makes him nice in the end. Oh, and at the end, poor Teddy. That's all I'm saying. Don't want to give the game away. Yes. RCB, Leslie, RCB, hello. I agree with you. Thank you for your nice comments that you put. I'm always a little bit embarrassed to read them out. Love your videos. You are a natural, so funny, that sort of thing. I kind of hope you don't mind if I skip past those bits and get to the main bit. Yes, I agree with you. Aldi veg is terrible. I have a Tefal soup maker, so easy ready in 20 minutes. Ooh. I don't know what Tefal soup. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a soup maker. I don't think my sister's got one of those. I've never seen it. Excuse me. Oh dear. I've never seen get the soup maker out, or if she's got one. Only the air fryers. They've got loads of air fryers. I mean, seriously, there's loads of them. They could have 5 of those going on all at the same time. And they're very quick, aren't they? Very good air fryers. Matt Martins is there in very cold Canada. Hello, Matt. Hello, Chris. I ended up watching this video at the end of a super long and difficult day at work, and was definitely what was needed to get me out of my head. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm glad it relieved the pressure of work there. Okay. You had me laughing almost right out of the gate on this one. About 20 seconds before you noticed the shiny cutting board, I noticed it and thought to myself, oh, please don't tell me he's going to leave the plastic on there as it will end up in the soup. And I was so relieved you noticed it. Well, there's bits of plastic in everything, isn't there? I'm breathing it in there. Another piece of plastic. Look, you see? I told you. It's everywhere. Horrible stuff, really, isn't it? I mean, it's good, but it's just not been disposed of properly over the years. It's no good going around and collect it all now. Too late, mate. It's in the system. Very worrying. Very worrying. Regarding your question concerning the leak, it was a very, very big leak, wasn't it? Yes. There was an error there, in my opinion. An error on my shows? An error? An error? Well, I thought you were supposed to be a friend, Martin. Fancy pointing out people's errors, dear. Thou should look in the log in one's own eye before you chop down the log in another. Something like that. You know what I mean, anyway. Martin. Oh, hang on, I've jumped down here. What have I done? I was so relieved you noticed it. Regarding your question concerning the leak, there was an error there, in my opinion. I've always been taught to wash the leek after it's been chopped up to avoid the various bits of residue. Oh, I'm not keen on residue, are you? Especially on sheets. Oh, it would make me feel ill. Oh, God. Blimey. Depending, of course, whose it is. Bits of residue that can be contained within the leek from getting into your food. I don't know what you get in a leek. Of course, I washed it before I chopped it, didn't I? From getting into... Sorry, I'm losing my place here. From getting into your food. Bits of residue contained within the leek from getting into your food. It was quite funny to hear the banter with Sharon, your sister, regarding blending things afterwards. Yes. To answer your... Well, she didn't explain it. I asked her, do I just put it in cold? She said yes. I remember the conversation. I shall have to start recording everything. So that, when she says, no, I never said that, and I can just push a button and play it to her. I do personally choose to rinse off... to answer your other questions, yes, a food processor is very good at grinding up all the food prior to liquefying it. Do they do that with people's bodies as well when they're waiting for combustion in the... what's that called? Cremation. They turn the gas on, don't they? And then you're just bits of ash. Dust to dust. Yes, exactly. I do personally choose to rinse off mushrooms since they are grown in horse manure. And I always feel that I wouldn't want to risk any trace of horse manure ending up in my mouth. It must be said, though, I did enjoy the video and I'm pleased that you were satisfied with the end result. I guess it's safe to say that there is more soup in your future. I don't know. Maybe. Thanks as always for the fun. Loving every single minute of it. Your friend forever, Matt, and he is in Winnipeg with our other friends right over there in Canada. Thank you very much, Matt. Hang on a minute. I forgot to clear down the previous messages. We don't want to read everything twice, do we? Blimey, we haven't got enough time to do that. Thank you very much. While I'm doing that, just to remind boys and girls, there's a live show every Sunday night on this channel. Okay, do join us for that. You can send messages in to me, which hopefully I get round to reading out. Well, I do read out. Okay, although I'm not, of course, in the chat box, as you well know there. There we are. Alison Temple. Hello, Alison. Welcome along, my love. Hiya, Chris. You can't beat a homemade vegetable soup. Yummy. Your sister Sharon would love your soup as well. Well, the recipe it wasn't really a recipe. She just said put all your vegetables in, my sister. Loved it when you put it in the blender. You really looked a bit unsure about it at first. Oh yes, I was, believe me. But it came out such a lovely, thick consistency, which is perfect. I definitely would have done some in the blender, but I'd also take some left lovely and chunky. Oh, I can actually smell it. Oh, the entire house smell of it. In that slow cooker, the entire house smell of vegetable soup. It was lovely. Some smells in the house are not so nice, are they? Especially if you've got enough Ralph who keeps farting. Oh, how awful, love. How awful. Thanks for sharing the vlog. Take care as always from Alison. Thank you, Alison. Maureen's there. Maureen in London. Karaoke Maureen says, I loved watching your videos, Chris. You make me laugh. You're very funny. I'm glad your soup turned out all right in the end. We have an Aldi nearby, but I preferred the shop at our local Tesco. Thank you, Maureen. Hello to Henrietta, sending me little flowers, a little American flag, and some butterflies as well. So you must be in America. Hello to you. All right. Big fan of America. I love it. Going there. Florida, Disney. Oh, California was lovely as well. Visiting Santa Monica. A little church there I went to visit, St. Monica's, and I was made to feel so welcome there. Hello to Burn M, 1948. Oh, you might be I'm assuming that's the date you were born. You might be the oldest one here, Burn. Hello and welcome. You make cooking. Well, should I not take out that incorrect word? No, leave it. You make cooking. Honestly, anything that goes wrong is unintentional, okay? You make cooking great fun to watch. Thank you. Also, she's got a soup maker as well. Easy peasy. Throw in veg, onion leek, stock cube powder and water. And that's it. It's similar to the slow cooker, really, isn't it? I like marigold powder. Marigold powder? Oh, what is that? I've never heard of such a thing. Is that a spice? I like marigold powder. Filter line with water, cook for 20 minutes, less for chunky soup. Makes enough for two of us for 2 days. Healthy stuff, looks like you're feeding an army, but well done. Thank you, Bern. Yeah, a lot of that went in the freezer. Afterwards, I spooned it. I don't think you saw me do that, did you? After it had, before it had cooled down, I've got like Pyrex dishes about that high, and I ladle it into there, leave it to completely cool down, as in overnight, and then I put it in the freezer. You can't put stuff in the freezer if it's not cooled down properly, not even slightly warm, because the freezer goes into overdrive mode, and it really goes quite mad, the freezer. And Stuart enjoyed the cooking video. I've put her in the notion for making soup. Thank you, Anne. The Rye Scott, hello to you. Never mind the onions making you cry. You're making me cry with laughter. Good. Good. Still laughing now, especially when you phoned your sister Sharon. Sorry, did I look a bit annoyed? I love food, but not overly keen on cooking, so really do sympathise. You need a mini food processor for chopping. Chop, 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 chop. My friend Roy is very good at doing chopping and kung fu, I think. Roy. Aren't you, Roy? You need a mini food processor for chopping. I love my chopper. Pardon? Please. What are you saying? It's a clean family-based programme here. Also, I find Marks and Spencer's, you're absolutely right, best for fruit and veg and Waitrose. Seriously, you buy blueberries in there, 1 week later, they're still hard and haven't gone soggy at all. You're absolutely right with that. Absolutely right. And you know what? Sometimes it's better to pay the extra 10 or 20 pence. It really is. Those carrots, one lot of those carrots had been in there over a week and they were still perfectly all right. I don't think it would have been the same in Aldi. It just goes really quickly, their stuff. But it's nothing wrong with Aldi, you know. You need to know what you're buying and eat it quickly before it goes off. Ryan Scott says your soup turned out well in the end. More cooking videos, please. You see, you love these cooking things, don't you? You love them. Thank you. GTRNRN. Hello to you. Chris, why don't you stick to DIY? Better than your soup making. How rude are you? You could be right, though. You make me and the wife cry with laughter. Just be you. Brilliant. Thank you very much. We're all just here to have a laugh. Seriously, you know, there's nothing really serious here. We just want to have a little bit of a laugh. Joe Chalmers, are you feeding an army of friends? Says Joe there. Yes, and you're welcome. When are you coming round for your bowl of soup? Let me know a couple of days before and I'll get it out of the freezer and defrost it. Or do you want a fresh batch? You know what I want to try? Tomato and basil soup. I like some. Oh, it's lovely in that. You know the one from New Covent Garden Company? Oh, it's lovely. Tomato and basil soup. I love that stuff. Just a minute. Oh, for 1 minute, I thought I'd push the record button. I've done that before. I remember doing some recorded chat show once. It was an hour long. This is years ago. And I went to push the stop button and I thought, oh, it hasn't been recorded. We all make these mistakes, don't we? Joe also says, you remind me of Norman Wisdom. You might not have heard of him. He was 70s and 80s era. Keep up the cooking videos, please. Yeah, of course I remember Norman Wisdom. I'm a baby boomer. 1963 I was born. So I'm a boomer, the same as I assume you're close to my age, if you know Norman Wisdom. Very, very funny man. My favourite film of his was when he was playing the hairdresser. And he was sitting at this great big chair, weren't he? And he'd come down the stairs, and he'd go around and snip a few, because he was in charge, snip a few people's hairs and then go back and sit in the chair again. He played 2 characters in that, didn't he, if I remember rightly? The hairdresser bloke was a bit of a wide boy. And I think there was not bad things, so what do you call it? Criminal activities going on in this hairdresser. And I think he played another character as well, maybe a policeman in that, I think. Not sure about that. Can't remember the name of the film. Maybe you can tell me what it was there. Christine Phillips there. Hello to Christine. She says she really enjoyed the video. I'm very hilarious. Would love to see Sharon and you cook together. Another one here. Yes, I find that Audi veg has to be eaten the next day. So there you go. And we're all saying the same thing. Jack Howard, the Suffolk Viking. Do you remember that film, The Vikings, Jack? The Vikings, la 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 la. Very, very old film. My mum used to like that. He says I'm an absolute Burke. Jack, correct. Correct. If there was a gold star, you would have one, my friend. No, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I can be serious when I have to be. Like, for example, playing the organ at church. You know, I get really nervous doing that. And I never used to get nervous when I was younger, sort of in my 20s. I just turn up, you know, Jack lad, turn up. Hello, everyone. All right. Choose hymns 5 minutes before the mass started and play them without a thought. Now, I had to practice the damn things a week before. Seriously. And I worry that I'm going to hit the wrong note, except Father Danny, who's our parish priest. He's not been very well. He just looks at me and smiles when I do something wrong. But I do have a bit of a laugh with the choir. I'm constantly winding them up. The other bloke who plays the organ, he's very, very straight-laced. He don't muck around at all. There I am. Sometimes I play things and they're disguised TV themes or Disney songs. I slightly disguise them. So I don't know what it is. But there's one lad in there, he's learning the piano. I think it's Joel. And he's gone, I'm so sorry, can I just give my throat a really good clear here, right? It keeps happening, doesn't it? I've got that bleeding slight phlegm coming up. He plays the piano and he came running over. He had bits of red in his hair at one point. And he's only young, 18, 19, 20 maybe, 22. He's just gone, I think, to Ghana. He's gone to Ghana. He's doing some sort of charity work over there. And he came running over once. He said, is that ABBA? I said, might be. But yeah, I do like to have a bit of a laugh. Francis is there. Hello, Francis. Francis Raffle. That's a great name, Raffle, isn't it? Chris, why don't you buy another one here? Why don't you buy a soup maker? It will blend your soup at the end. Just pour in the ingredients and then it will cook your soup and blend it for you. I think they're about 40 quid. Is that all? That's cheap, isn't it? 40 quid for something like that. The problem is, Francis, I've got a bread machine, a slow cooker, now a blender, and all these things kind of taking up more and more space, and you run out, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You run out of space on the worktop. I mean, really, I suppose most people put them back in cupboards, but there's only so many cupboards, isn't there? My sister wants her kitchen done. She wants a new kitchen. And I'll be honest, I was looking at my kitchen the other day. I'd like, you see, a new kitchen, it's just silly money. Tens of thousands of pounds. My mate had one done. Tens of thousands of pounds to have a kitchen done. My friend, again in the choir at church, he's a wood person and carpenter. I was speaking to him about this months and months ago. And he said, well, the problem is with kitchens, most people make the mistake of paying for a completely new kitchen when the carcasses, you know, the behind the doors, are perfectly all right. All you need to do is put new doors on at a fraction of the cost. So that might be some... Do you think I should DIY something like that? I don't know. Are they standard sizes, those cupboard doors? I mean, I'd measure them first. But how easy are they to put on? That's the thing, isn't it? Plus the work surface. Is the work surface all right? Yeah, I suppose it is all right. And what I would like is one of those hobs with a boom, boom, boom. Not, what are they called? I think they work with magnets. Can't think of the name now for a moment. Induction. Induction hobs. My sister and brother-in-law from Butler's Empire bought me a dual one for the caravan. It's just two things, and you plug it in. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so quick. Like, you turn it on with beans, and like 10 seconds later they're bubbling away. Very, very good. But here, of course, I've got a hob. I could take that one out and put another one in there. Quite like one of those. So maybe that's something, you know. Stormy weather is there. Hello to stormy weather. Chris, you need to cut up the leek first and then wash it. They normally contain grit and sand that they are grown in. Ah, that makes sense, because I was eating this soup and I thought I've got a bit of grit in here. Seriously, I did. There was a bit of grit in there. So that's where it came from. I did wonder. I couldn't understand it. Could have washed everything. Anyway, it will end in whatever you're cooking, if not washed well. Love your vids. Well, the only thing is, stormy weather, since having that piece of grit, I haven't had my constipation problem. So so that has definitely helped. I think more leeks, unwashed, raw leeks. I'm going to go around and eat unwashed, raw leeks. I'll take one out with her when I do some litter picking. Thank you, stormy weather. Linda M. Looks good and tasted yummy. Wholesome food, and you know what's in it. You do cheer us up. Thank you, Chris. Take care. Enjoy your soup. I did enjoy the soup very much. Thank you very much. Andy Eglerton. Hello, Andy. Very entertaining. Nice soup at the end. Win-win there. Thank you very much. Mary Poppins is there. Here, listen. Have I seen right? Is there now a Mary Poppins video at Epcot Centre in Disney? I've seen a couple of people mention this on some of the Disney Facebook groups. I know, it's sad, isn't it? I look at Disney Facebook groups. I love Disney. I am considering now, and I started looking last night, Tokyo, Japan. I have been thinking about going to Japan for some time now, but I have a problem eating certain foods. Asian foods. I'm really sorry. Any Asian people watching, Japanese, Thailandese, Chinese, I'm sorry. I just don't like the Chinese foods. It's not for me, you know. However, there's this young lad who's only about 20, 21. He's called Piggle Boy, and he's on TikTok. He went to Japan, and he's going in shops. They got sandwiches. Oh, you know, because ignorant Englishman here thinks you're all sitting there eating noodles all the time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be thinking like that. Or if Japan, all you can get is sushi. Well, of course it's not. And he was going in shops and he's getting just like the same food as I have. So, you know, I've been looking at Tokyo. I've already checked the price of the plane. It's funny, I did plane price because I'll save up to go in the nice seats in the plane because it's a 13-hour flight. So plane seats and holiday with, say, booking.com comes out at one figure. If you do plane seat and hotel with British Airways at the same time, it's like £300 or £400 cheaper. Funny, isn't it? So I will continue looking at that and continue to let you know. The medical insurance might be a bit of a problem, but I'll check it out. I'll check it out and see where we get to that. I am going to Germany in a few weeks' time, only for 3 nights, and I'll bring my little camera along and everything. All right. Mary Poppins enjoyed the veggie soup demo. You have a lovely, funny, warm personality, and you're hilarious too. It's all about having a laugh, Mary. I keep saying that, love. The soup turned out great, didn't it? Yeah, except for the piece of grit, but happy days with the constipation. Thank you so much for sharing your time, and have a good night. Thank you, darling. Hello to Zen223W. Great, and a little love heart. Thank you very much for you. Christine Hodge says, by the way, Chris, thanks for sharing. That's all right, Christine. Hi, Vi, 7QS. I love that. Oh, my dear God, Chris. Hilarious. Food processor chops food. A blender liquidizes food. So you need liquid in it. Yeah, but I just saw the chopper thing at the bottom. I assumed that would chop anything I put in it. You know, vegetables, meat, small animal, whatever. Badly behaved small children, beware, you'll go in my chopper thing. Except you'll probably be able to stop it with your finger now. That's the only thing. He says, this all seems to be going around the houses to make soup. You don't use a slow cooker either. Just put all the veg in a saucepan, add salt and pepper. Oh, no salt, dear. Very bad. Strokes, dear. Don't want a stroke. No salt. Add salt and pepper and a stock cube, cover with water, bring to the boil, turn the pan down, put the lid on, gently simmer for 20 minutes. Then you can use the liquidizer to make smooth. Hope this helps. You are funny. Thank you. Hi. Zoe, hello Zoe, lovely Zoe. All right, darling, great video, Chris. You all know how to cheer me up. You did have me laughing. Soup looked yummy. Yeah, Zoe's not been very well. I hope you get better soon. Was it you with the chickenpox daughter? That sounds funny. No? Chickenpox daughter. Poor chickenpox daughter. I think it's you, isn't it, Zoe? Yeah, good luck with that, my love. And Christine Hodge, yes, soup maker it's called. You chop, add liquid, put lid on, set time, it will automatically cook your soup. But I like chopping and preparing and cooking it like myself, like you're doing. Thank you, Christine. You like chopping. You're not one of those dodgy people going around East London and machete, are you, Christine? I take a very dim view of people with machetes. I really do. Thank you, Christine. And Christine says she'd like to see me cutting the veg. Did I? I showed you that, didn't I? Or wasn't the camera low enough? I didn't check back, to be honest. Debbie Moorcroft. Hello, Debbie. Great cooking video. She enjoyed it. She says, I'm natural. Very much fun. Lovely to hear my favourite clock go off. Oh, sorry, it's in the other room. In here, you'll hear the chiming clock go off, okay? What's the time now? It's actually 10 to 9 on a Saturday morning. I do these quite early on a Saturday. We were laughing at the shiny chopping board moment too. We look forward to another one, a Chris and Sis cooking show coming our way soon. I'll ask her, maybe she wants to come down the caravan and do something on those excellent double induction hob things that Irvin Martin bought me, kindly bought me for Christmas. They really think about their Christmas presents, you know, when they give me a Christmas present. It's always something I can use. I've got a few ornaments and things. I'm not really an ornament person. Incidentally, you will see some of my ornaments on the next show, on the next DIY show on Tuesday at 7:30. Okay? Let's, where are we going here? Let me just, there we are. Tash. Well done, Chris. Brilliant job. You entertained us. I was crying with laughter at the beginning. First time I've anyone seen chuck such large bits of onions in the machine. So funny. Thank you very much for cheering me up and sharing. Loved it. Look forward to the next vlog. Well, I really thought, Tash, you know, I'd push the button and it'd all be chopped up into little pieces. Didn't happen, did it? Didn't happen. Eileen's in Newport. Eileen Newport. No, that's her name, isn't it? I've read forward, Eileen. Well, Chris, another good laugh. Bit more complicated than putting a clock on the wall, but you made it. Well done. Thank you, Eileen. Linda Lofthouse, brilliant video again. You never fail to make me laugh. Try adding some liquid in your blender. Lots of people saying that, you see. Sonia Welford, love the cooking video. You're so funny. Thank you, Sonia. Pause. Everyone's talking about this liquid here. You always need to put a little liquid in the liquidizer blender for it to work properly. When I do soup, I use a hand blender. Oh, yeah, one of those little things, isn't it? Yeah, I know the thing. Little plastic thing with a little, is it like a round thing on the end? I think they are. A hand blender and blend in whatever the soup was cooked in. Saves on washing up. Soup looked tasty. You should have more confidence in yourself. Well done for having a go. I have confidence in you, dear. Confidence. And Linda Lofthouse is agreeing with you there. Empors, thank you. Liverbird 595. Are you in Liverpool? Liverbird. I think liquid in blenders won't work without liquid. Thank you, Liverbird. Oh, I like the Liverbirds. La 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 la. Mama, don't you talk. Mama, don't you talk. Mama, da 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 da. Do you remember the Liverbirds? That was great, wasn't it? Those two lovely ladies. Paul Adamson. Hello, Paul. In the Netherlands, they have purple carrots. Very strange people in the Netherlands. Purple carrots? How have they made them purple? I haven't got purple carrots. Waitrose will have them. Yes, they will. Thank you, Paul. And Wendy Mahoney. Hello, Wendy. Hi, Chris. Loving the vlog, even though you haven't had much luck with the soup so far. Oh, it ended up all right. We don't go to Aldi, but Lidl vegetables are exactly the same. Buy them, use them quickly. They're on the turn as soon as you buy them. You are so lovely and entertaining. Thank you, Wendy, for your kind little comments there. All right, that's the vegetable soup comments. All right, we're now going to do the comments for the Jalfrezi, as cooked by the lovely Rob, which we saw on Tuesday this week, gang. Right, hang on, let me do these. And here we go. One day. Yep, that's all in order. So, comments on Rob's homemade Jalfrezi from scratch. He was very, very laid back, Rob. He's a very gentle person who speaks quite quietly and goes at a nice, very, very relaxing pace, doesn't he? Completely opposite to the way I do things, which is great, you know. Everyone, like I've said before, everyone does things differently, you know. I don't think there's a correct way to do things. Maybe with technical things there is, you know. But just your general persona. Everyone is different, and some people will like that, and some people will like that, you know. You can't just sit there and say, oh, no one's going to like that. You can't just say that. Can't, because it's not true. Okay, the majority of people may like that way, but there'll be a few people who actually like it that way. I actually came across someone the other day who actually likes people on reality television. I mean, can you believe that? You know, those influencers, awful people, some of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some great ones, like the great Hannah Ricketts. Anyone seen Hannah Ricketts this week? I keep recommending her to you, don't I? She was in this hotel, really expensive hotel, Oxfordshire, I think it was, and it was just dirty inside. Don't get me wrong, not thick layers of dust, but you could see, like, the telephone had all this, like, bits on it, and a quick wipe with I don't know, one of those little furry brushes, like the feather duster, would have got rid of all that. I was quite surprised, and the windows were dirty as well. This is in a hotel, and she'd paid £750 a night for it. You know, looked quite nice, the hotel, though, in Oxfordshire. Lovely grass, and an outdoor swimming pool. Oh, yes. Matt Martins, where this is the homemade Jalfrezi comments, okay? Matt says, hello, Chris. Wanted to let you know he enjoyed the video. It must be said that Rob is clearly really good at cooking based on the amounts of confidence he showed us today. Everything looked absolutely delicious, and based on your reaction to your first couple of bites, it's safe to say that Indian food is definitely for you. I think you're right. I need to know more about korma. Yeah, I don't know anything about korma either. That sounded quite interesting as someone who enjoys mild Asian Indian food. Do you think you could add a korma recipe to one of your upcoming videos and let us know how that goes? As always, really enjoying the videos. Massive thanks to the both of them for allowing you to record this in their home. Sending love from Winnipeg in Canada. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, korma. I have no idea what korma tastes like. Oh, seriously, I've no idea what korma tastes like. Wendy Mahoney, brilliant vlog. What a lovely calm man Rob is. Yeah, that's the word we're looking for there. Calm. Thank you, Wendy. Fred Jones says it was a joy to watch. What nice friends you have. Lovely friends. Thank you to Roy and Sheila for inviting us into your into their home and for sharing the Jalfrezi recipe. It looked delicious and the potatoes look very tasty too. Will we be having more Cook with Roy in, you mean Rob, will we be having more Cook with Rob in the future? Don't know, if he wants to. The pie sounded nice. Nice one, Chris, and thank you very much. Thank you, Fred. Hi. That cauliflower dal looked amazing. Do you think Rob would show us how to make that? Please, Rob. I'll ask him. I'll be seeing him tomorrow at the mass changeover. Sheila, his wife, I think you might have seen a little bit of the back of her head, but she's not a camera person. She don't like it. So that's okay. And she plays the guitar for the 8:30 mass. She does 2 8:30s and I do 1. So it's Sheila, me. Sheila, me. So 2 weeks at the 8:30 mass, they get guitar, 1 they get organ. And then the other bloke who plays the organ, John, he does the 10:30. So it's John, me. John, me. So Sheila only does the 8:30. John does the 10:30. I do both when it's my turn. So I'll do the 8:30, little break and cup of tea with all the people in the hall. And then I go on and do the 10:30. So we all do the same amount, except they do 2-2, and I do 2-2, and then they do 2-2, if you see what I mean. Here comes the 9 o'clock chimes. So I'll ask Rob for you, okay? The Rice Scott is there again, fab video. Really enjoyed Rob's cooking and finished his recipe. His finished recipe looked amazing. I'd like to know how he cooked the potatoes. Another one for the potatoes here. I think the Galloping Gourmet was called Graham Kerr, and I loved him too. Oh, it was so much better than Loose Women, weren't it, girls? Oh, I can't bear Loose Women. Anything like that. This morning, bland and boring. Boring. There they are. I'm split up with my boyfriend this week. Oh, please. Can we have the Galloping Gourmet? Something funny. See, that was a cooking video, and I liked that, but it was funny. Now, they're so frightened of offending anyone, aren't they? Honestly, it's just so boring telly now. And, of course, those other Australian soaps. The Young Doctors. Oh, what's the other one? The wartime one. The Sullivans. La 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 la. We like all that stuff in the afternoon. All gone, replaced by Loose Women. Telly is so rubbish, isn't it? It's so rubbish. Anyway, yeah, Graham Kerr, she loved him too. Graham Kerr, if you didn't know, he used to do cooking videos. He was in New Zealand, and he was very, very funny, man. Very funny. Let's not forget Fanny and Johnny Craddock, legends. They certainly were. Fanny Craddock, apparently very, very difficult to work with. She really was, apparently. But then she probably wanted it done properly. You can understand that. Didn't Johnny once say, mate, all your donuts turn out like Fanny's? Or is it an urban myth? Oh, almost made me feel quite ill. Anyway, cooking rice in a rice cooker is the way forward. Easy and perfect. Thank you, the Rice Scott. I cheat with rice. Tear the packet at the top and put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. You know the sort. I have wholemeal rice. Wholemeal rice. Sally Ann Price, I beg your pardon. Sally Ann Price sends me some little love hearts. Thank you, Sally. You're very kind. Zoe enjoyed the video. Was lovely of Rob to allow you to film him cook that dish. It was amazing, looking so yummy. It certainly was. And Linda Kearns. Great video. Your curry looked amazing, Rob. Chris loved it. I certainly did. Louise Roth, really enjoyed watching the episode, Chris. Nice to see cooking in real time and a discussion along the way. Thanks for sharing the recipe and the final taste test at the end. Denise Fuller, great vlog. The meal looked delicious. Even enjoyed the wobbly camera angles. How rude. Excuse me? We are very careful with our camera angles. I try and make everyone look good. If only I could do the same for myself. Thank you. Thanks, Denise. Tash enjoyed the video. Thank you, Tash. Linda M. Trying this. She's going to try the Jalfrezi recipe. Thank you very much to Rob and Sheila for the recipe. My mouth was watering. Rob explained it so good. Thank you, Chris, for taking us to your friends. There you go. I think you like to see my friends, don't you? Eh? Look at that. I managed to have a gulp of tea without actually spelling it all down me like I did the other time. Stu Eves, enjoyed the Jalfrezi video. Thank you, Stu. Bumble TXA, hello to you. Said it looks really colourful. Thank you for the recipes. It was a pleasure to meet Rob and Sheila. Beautiful colours, weren't they? When you're doing some of this stuff, especially the Indian, so many different beautiful colours in Indian food. And the Indian people I know, what a lovely race of people, you know, Indian people. There's a lady, again, in the church choir, she plays the violin. Her name's Vilma. She is such a lovely lady, her and her family, and they always say hello to me. But I had a phone call once while I was in church. The phone's off, right? The phone is off in church. And I saw the light came on and Mass had finished, so I picked it up and I said, I'll just go out the back and take this call. She said, is it your girlfriend? I don't think she knows. Some people can't tell, you know. She's lovely, Vilma. She brings her violin. She plays it so well, so well. Kaz is there. I've written down in my recipe book. I may try it out next week. Thank you. Looks delish. It was. It was. Maureen. Hello, Maureen. A very good Jalfrezi recipe. It looks delicious. I'm now curious about, look, the cauliflower lentil recipe Rob gave you for dinner and the Bombay potatoes. So you want the rest of that, don't you? Because we only showed you really the Jalfrezi. The potatoes were fairly simple. He sprinkled something on them and put them in, I think, a deep air fryer. Is it called a deep air fryer? Which you saw one of the very first ones that came out there. I will mention this to them about the cauliflower and that, whether or not they might want us to go round again. Plus, another free meal for me. Happy days. Nampax. Hello, Nampax. Thank you for the vlog. Looked delicious. It was. Simon Hall there. He enjoyed the video. And thank you to Rob from Simon Hall there. Jeanette Vinton. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome along. There's a few new names there. So if you're new here, you're very welcome along. We don't take life too seriously here on the United Kingdom Talk and the Chris Reardon Show. But hopefully you'll have a little bit of a laugh with me about life. Karen Laker, I think Rob needs to invite us all round to try it. That way we'd have an idea of how it should taste. You see someone else trying to get a free meal out of you, Rob. Karen. Naughty girl. Thank you, Karen. Lynn in London. Thanks to Rob and Sheila for sharing the recipe with us all. It really does look delicious. Any chance Rob would like to grace us again with his presence to show us, here we are, how to make the cauliflower dal. That looked amazing too. Another great video, Chris. You are really keeping us entertained. Thank you very much to Rob and Sheila too. That's from Lynn in London. Mike_5 said it looked delicious. If only I could shove a little bit down the internet for you to try, you know. Hazel Woodcock. Hello, Hazel. It's Hazel from Mauritius. She's been there years. I'm a meat eater, but I think that making tandoori with crispy G is tastier than chicken. What is crispy G? I don't know what crispy G is, Hazel. Can you enlighten me on that one? Crispy G. Anyway, hello to you again, Hazel. Thanks for joining us for another show there. Tara in Melbourne, Australia. Another fantastic video, Chris. Can I join your weight loss journey? My weight as of Sunday, the 22nd of February, is 100 kilos. Good luck to us all. Yes, indeed. Hang on a minute. Let me write that. Oh, dislocated shoulder hurting now. Ow, that hurt. I overleant then. Never overlean, especially if you're on a ladder. So dangerous, my darlings. All right, I'm all right. I dislocated it, I think it's just over 2 years ago now. And it's like 97% all right, but there are occasions where I do something and it hurts. Who's it? Tara. Okay, Tara Wells. Hang on, let me write that down. Because I think we've got another one on the email to read out. I must remember to just check my emails before we go today. 100 kilograms. Right. Okay, yeah, you can do kilograms, and I'll do both. Because, I mean, numbers go up or down, so you can see if you've lost weight or not. Okay, Sunday the 22nd of February, 100 kilograms. There we go then, that's all right. All right, I don't think we need the date. Oh, blimey, the pen's died. How annoying is that? Oh, do you mind a second? Because I do need a pen if something goes wrong. Oh, sorry, if I need to write something down. There we are. Can I just apologise to our viewers for using a non-Parker pen at that point of the show? God dear me. A dreadful moment, dear. Where's this from? V Retreats. I don't know what that is. V Retreat. I'm so sorry for using this non-Parker pen. That's better. Parker pen. Thank you very much. Do you remember these were like a renowned Christmas present when we were kids, weren't they? In the 70s and 80s, Parker pens. Now you can get them like on the eBay. On the Amazon, like 5 for like 10 quid or something like that, can't you? But they're very good. Let me just test this. Yep, that's it. 22nd Feb. Tara Wells, 100 kilos. Thank you, Tara. Anyone else who wants to join the weight loss thing, feel free. We do that on Sunday nights, doing the live show, okay? So Sunday nights is the live show there. And that's when we'll be doing, I think, is there a postman coming? No postman. Sunday nights I'll be doing the weight loss thing. And, you know, if you want to join it and your weight goes up a bit, that's okay. No one's going to take the mick, okay? No one will take the mick, I promise you. I promise, unless I really know you and you're in on the joke. Then I might say, like, for example, our very good friend Big G. He don't mind a little joke. And so, last week I weighed 13 stone 6. Now I'm 13 stone 7. Oh, Gary, been at the hot dogs again, have you, mate? How many was that? 8? Do you know what I mean? And that's the sort of level. I would never just make people feel bad. It's just horrible, that is. Georgia Kiriakou, is that right? Hi, halloumi is a Cypriot cheese, only made in Cyprus, not Greece. Good luck with the Eurovision Song Contest, giving each other the correct points. Thank you very much. Feta is different cheese altogether. Looks a great curry. Thank you, George. See, I learn things from you. Here. Carol Jenkin, was Ray Reardon your dad? You look very similar. No. My dad was a man called Gerald Christopher Reardon, and he was the most gentle, wonderful, hard-working man you could ever meet. And as I got into teenager, I did not show him the respect that he deserved. I don't know what that is. I found it talking... Oh, no, I won't name. Talking to other dads who have got sons. It seems to be quite an often thing that dads do things for people and they don't get the respect or the thanks that they deserve. I was the same, and I hate myself for it. Absolutely hate myself for it. And it gets worse when they've died. Believe me, you know, every night, you know, I talk to my mum and dad, you know, hopefully up there, and apologise every single night. I kid you not. Anyway, no, Ray Reardon wasn't my dad. Karen says, thank you, looks delicious. I'm going to try it. My hubby loves any curry. And Rob is a gent. Go on, Karen. And those of you that are trying this, do let us know how you get on. Chippy 3350 says, sorry guys, it's not a Jalfrezi. So interesting there. Maybe it's not totally the correct Jalfrezi that's in a recipe. I'll go along with that. I wouldn't know. I know nothing about Indian cooking. However, this is how Rob did it, and it tasted all right to me. Do you know what I mean? It was lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, boys and girls, there are all the comments from the Jalfrezi video. How are we doing? Okay, now we've got comments. This is good. Now we've got comments on last week's comments and questions show. Which sounds a bit mad, but that's how it is, okay? So we'll do this. So on last Saturday's show, and this is where we stop. We don't go any further back than this. You remember I've slightly marked my beautiful kitchen there when putting... How did I do that? Oh, it was the tripod. The bottom of the tripod kind of scraped along the wall. Only slight black mark. In fact, probably people wouldn't even notice it. And I said, how shall I fix that? And Fred says, Test the purple paint on an inconspicuous area first. Enjoy listening to people's comments and your take. Always fun. Looking forward to the 2-story extension. Well, I don't understand it, Fred. The bricks have yet to arrive. Can't understand it. They're dragging aerials, they are. I'd like to see one of them concrete machines coming down the road here. It never gets through. The parking down this road is atrocious. They park all over the place. The verges have been completely destroyed by great big vans. The problem is down this road, because I'm in an ex-council house in Bracknell, which I absolutely love. It's lovely here. It's just litter. People don't seem to worry about litter too much here for whatever reason. But I love it here. But the parking is atrocious. People don't look after it. Great, but some of these places, they must have 8 cars in one household, and that's what the problem is, you see. Too many cars. Anyway, Tash, enjoyed the comments show. Great vlog. This show reading out comments is brilliant. I'm so pleased your channel is going well. Well deserved. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Tash. Kirsty Hackett. Hello, Kirsty. Hi, Chris. Sorry I missed tonight's vlog. Just catching up now. Thank you, Kirsty. Just a reminder, this comments and question show is not live, okay? I record it quite early on a Saturday morning, and it goes up from next week. It will go up at 7:30. All the shows will go up at 7:30 in future from next week, giving me a little bit more time to do things and prepare things. All right, my loves. Technically, that is not this part of it. I don't prepare this part of it. I just sit there and turn on and start nattering away. The live show, Sunday nights, 6 p.m, okay? Thank you, Kirsty. Yeah, Eileen Newport, it's her name. Newport is her name. She's not in Welsh Wales after all. She lives in Kent, the Garden of England. Thank you, Eileen. Sharon White loves my smiles. Oh, let me give you another smile. Yeah, do you want to take a picture? Go on. Do a screenshot. You ready? Ready? Have I got my best side? If you can cut me here. Here we go. Ready? Take a picture. Here we go. Now someone try and do something with Chat GPT on that one. Lynn in London. What's your favourite comedy back in the day? Dick Henry Show, Morecambe and Wise, Two Ronnies, Dad's Army. Wonderful. I can't say I've got a comedy, a favourite. All those. Department store. Are you free? Are you being served? I would say that lot. That lot, all on the sort of same level. Out of all those difficult, Dad's Army, I think, would be my favourite one of all time. But all those others are very close. Dick Henry was funny. Oh, my word. My favourite character of Dick Henry was the sex-starved old bag. She had black hair and she wore a brown beige coat. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm very well. Have you got a partner? Are you married? And she used to go for these young blokes. I say young, they was about 40 themselves. My favourite scene of all time on the Dick Henry Show is where she tries to get into a prison because she wants to meet the prisoners. You know, and she goes to this front door. This is on YouTube. She goes to the front door of the prison and bangs on the door. Oh, hello. I've come to see some of the prisoners. Oh, and a prisoner man, he goes, oh, I don't think you should come in here, madam. Some of these prisoners in here, they haven't seen a woman for years. There's no telling what they're going to do to you. Oh, it's okay. I'll take the risk. She's going like this. No, I'm sorry, you're not coming in here. And closes the door. And then the camera pulls back. And the next scene in this particular sketch is a big high removals lorry coming round the corner, and then the camera moves up and she's strapped to the top of this removal lorry, and it stops at the wall, and she throws a rope over the wall, climbs up it and gets into one of the windows, and then the camera cuts back to the front door. And it's the prison officer saying, go on, get out your old bag. You're not wanted in here. Dick Henry. Oh, what a great man. Great man. Lynn says, I'm a great lover of the old stuff. Can't stand this new stuff. Well, it's all boring. It's all woke. Isn't it? It's awful, the new stuff. And have you ever come across those lefty comedians? Oh, what are they? They're just not funny. Who was the bloke? Was it the BAFTAs Awards the other night? The gay bloke at the beginning. How unfunny was that? And I don't know if it was the camera shots. They kept showing members of the audience laughing. And I thought, what are you laughing at? But of course, was it live? Oh yeah, because that bloke with Tourette's. Tourette's insulted the black fella, didn't he? Now, I'm sorry, but I guess he was on there for the whole diversity thing. You know, Tourette's would be considered a disability, I suppose. That's why he's on there. And then he starts insulting the black fella. That shouldn't have happened. I mean, it's fairly easy, especially BBC, come on. It's no hassle to put a 5-second delay in there. You have someone on a button there who's a bloke with Tourette's. He might swear. Isn't that common sense? Are they that stupid there now that they can't make TV programmes? Well, they can't, can they? I mean, the trouble is, all the old school, great producers like Stuart Morris, who, I mean, when he was producing the show, he used to scream at the staff, the camera people and all that, if they got it wrong. But they did good programmes. Yvonne Littlewood, she was a BBC producer. She did a lot of the music stuff. But Stuart Morris was marvellous. And all those people that I'm sure you know. I probably just said those two names. If you're of an age, you'll think, I know that name. Yeah, and you would have known that name because you used to sit there in front of the telly when all the words came up, and then right at the end, producer Stuart Morris, BBC, MCM LXXX111. Yes, you did, didn't you? Great producers. Who's producing these programmes now? Because the comedy stuff is not funny. It's not funny. Who's the lady who used to produce Wendy Craig and Mother Makes Five? That was a lady as well, wasn't it? They're all gone, mate. They're either not doing it or, you know. It's a shame. I don't find these lefty comedians funny. I went to a pub once and there was one there. God, she was so unfunny. But the place was full of all these little lefty people. You know, laughing along. I thought, when is she going to do some comedy? But that's only my opinion. Other people like it, as indicated by people laughing. But the trouble is, on the television programme, when you see people laughing, they might not have been laughing at that person. The camera would have shot round at some other point of people laughing at some other point and put it in. Unless, of course, it's live. But even if it's live, you can do it. You could have a little thing running there and, you know, the comedian says something and then push a button and run a little, I say tape, it's not tape, of course. Run a little tape of people laughing and then cut back to them again. So it makes it look like they are funny when they're not. No, I don't watch any of it. It's so crap now, television. Wes. Thank you, Wes. Now, I didn't know this. I appreciate your correction, Wes. McDonald's milkshake is ice cream, bagged cream with bagged syrup flavouring. I didn't know that. I thought it was powder. Thank you very much, Wes, for your correction there. And Linda M says, Chris, a grey squirrel going along your back fence. Oh, don't. They're a pain. I had them in the loft once. They go along that fence there. On one of the fences, I put these plastic spikes. They're not sharp, just plastic spikes to stop them going over that bit because there's a couple of little solar panels there. Incidentally, come the summer, I'm hoping to do these questions and answers, the comments and questions videos in the garden because that's quite nice, sitting out there in the garden, but not yet. It's a bit, as you can see, quite grey out there at the moment. Yeah, the squirrels are always going along there and they worked out how to stand on the side of the spike so that can continue on their journey towards my roof, ready for another attack. Yes. It's behind you. And Fred says, it's like Fuerteventura again, when I was doing that chat show and that half-naked bloke was leaning over his balcony, wasn't he? Just wanting to be on the programme, you see. They all want to be on here. Oh, yes, dear. I'm constantly getting phone calls. Shirley Bassey. Oh, Chris, can I come on your show? I'm a bit busy at the moment, Shirley. Thank you very much. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Me and Shirley Bassey sitting there together. Or Barry Manilow. And all these people are really old now, you know. And if you want to see, if you've ever thought about seeing, I don't know, Shirley Bassey, and I think, is she doing a concert? Sure she is. Shirley Bassey, Barry Manilow, all those sort of people there are quite old now. If you want to see them, go now. Don't leave it another year if they're doing shows. Barry Manilow, he's recently had lung cancer. Yeah, but they caught it, and they caught it accidentally. He went and had a scan as a routine thing, and they saw these tiny little bits, and they were able to get rid of them. I don't know how, whether that is something you cut out. I don't think they cut bits off lungs, do they? Or maybe they do, I don't know. I think it's usually a beam, isn't it? Actually, Father Danny is being treated for that at the moment. They found one on his lung, so he's starting his treatment soon. Wonderful man, Father Danny. He's our local priest. Kirsty says, I'm glad you got your stains out. Yeah, me too. Ralph Lauren jumper, dear. Mind you, I didn't buy that. Someone bought that for me. And Sharon White, hi, Chris. When are you making soup with your liquidizer? So you've seen that now, haven't you, darling? That was last week. Okay, let me just see. Is that everything? View all. Let me just do this. Do this. Oh, Fred Jones likes milkshakes as well, don't you? McDonald's milkshake. I haven't had one of those for ages. You know where I like the milkshakes? Five Guys. But blimey, £6.75 for a milkshake. They are by far, I think, the best milkshakes, but they're just so expensive. It's just silly money, isn't it? Right, let me just check unresponded. We're there. I think we're there. Is that everything for today? I think so. I might get another one of these. Yeah, for the caravan. Not new. You can get an iPad, right, off, I think it's Amazon. Actually, let me have a look. Amazon, all for your shopping. Look at this, Amazon. I think you can get an iPad, like the full size. I don't know if I want a full size one. Like, I don't know how much the mini one. Hang on. Renewed mini iPad. Less than 100 quid. I told you this before. Don't need to buy new tech. Nothing's come up there. Still loading. Bit slow this today. The only thing is, this has got to be at least 5 years old now, and it is slow. Someone told me to delete everything and put it all back on again, but I can't be bothered. Oh, there's nothing coming up. That is slow, blimey. Hang on a minute. Is it working even? Let me just, so I can give you some sort of idea of a price. Oh no, look, it's just stuck. Hang on. Let me, something's come up now. Hang on. I think they're called Renewed. Renewed iPad. Let's try that. Maybe it didn't have any mini iPads. See, it's just doing that. Look, why is it doing that, Stuart? Oh, here we go. Oh, they've got Android ones. Well, it's not an iPhone. Here we are, look. iPad. Here we look. I mean, look. Why would you buy a new one? Look. Oh, I might even do this now. Here we are, look. Hang on, let me just see. Oh, I don't want to give me... Oh! My eyes look dodgy. Look! Look how it reflects in my eyes. I look evil now, don't I? Right, let's take those off. There you go. Is that better? I scared myself then. I thought it was a ghost looking at me. Look. iPad. Oh, I can't see. iPad 9.7. I don't know what 9.7 means. Apple iPad 9.7. So this is the full size one. This is a mini. Okay. 5th generation, 32 gigabytes Wi-Fi. Now, I don't need storage on this. I only use them to do things, if you see what I mean. Right? So this is £67. Look. Can you see that all right or not? £67 for an iPad. Why would you buy a new one? Yeah, or you can go newer than this. 2021, you've got a bit more money to spend. 2021 iPad, £151.80. Do these go up in price? I mean, that's good. £67.80. Second-hand one. And they do all other ones. If you're not into things, iPhones and all that, they got Android ones here, 88 quid, 138 quid. I mean, that's so good. I don't know if they got a mini one. Hang on. I don't know if a renewed mini iPad. Here we go. Let's see if anything comes up there. Oh, yeah. iPad Air 448. No. Here we go. 2021 iPad Mini. Oh, there's one. Here's one. iPad Mini 4. £85. Look. Let me open it. Can you see the number? There you go. 84 quid. Second-hand iPad. And that's all I'd need. Why do I want another one? To leave at the caravan, really. Because I don't have one up there. And at the moment, I take this one up and down all the time. But £84. How much is a new iPad then? A new iPad Mini. Let me have a look. Oh, time is ticking. Blimey, it's 9:30 now. Oh, God, I must go and do my litter picking. iPad Mini. So I told you a second-hand one is 84 quid. iPad Mini. Here we go. Okay. iPad Mini Pro, Apple Intelligence, all that old crap that they come out with. All day battery life. Is that a Wi-Fi one? Yep. £470. Okay. So what do you want to spend? £85 or £479 or £469? Look, this is the new one. Amazon's price choice. I think it's new anyway. Is it? There you go. £469. Crazy. I know you can't see that very well. It's because the screen is so bright on the camera. So always remember that, gang. You know, perhaps if you don't need something new and bang up to date, then it's worth looking at new. If I ever replaced my main computer, which will happen one day, I try and get as much life out of them as I can. I would probably buy a new main computer, but that's about it, you know. Anyway, gang, thanks very much for joining us for the comments and questions, answers. Oh, is my friend calling there? Look at that. Thanks very much for joining us on the comments and questions answer show. There'll be another one for these for you next week, but in future they'll be going up at 7:30 rather than 5:30, and that goes with all the other recorded shows. All right, my darlings. As always, thanks for your comments there. Feel free to leave comments. I'll read them out for you next time. And tomorrow night, Sunday night, 6 o'clock, is our live chat show. Okay, do join us at Sunday nights at 6 o'clock on this channel. Oh, I nearly forgot. There was an email, wasn't there? Oh, nearly forgot. Hang on. Let's get the email up. Because I'd hate to miss people out. Oh, oh, come on. There we are. I've just got to find that first, the email. Very few people use email now, don't they? I think this is correct there. And there might have been a Facebook message as well, which I think there was a Facebook message as well, actually. I don't mind however you send me messages, but if you send it by a different method than everyone else, there's always the chance it's going to be missed. All right, my darlings. Just to warn you of that. Come on, Rob. Oh, where are you? Janie. There we go, Janie. Hello, Janie. All right, Janie, thanks for the email, darling. Who says, Janie from Blackpool, Chris, silent listener here. I thought I'd send you a message. Your topic on IBS. We were talking about this on the chat show last week. I know some of my friends suffer with this, and it may come on when they are suffering with anxiety. and she really enjoys the video. Thank you very much, Janie. The anxiety thing I've had for a couple of months now. Something happened, okay, and it did make. I can't tell you what it was, and it has made me quite anxious. Not actually not a medical thing, you know, a personal thing, and that has made me quite anxious. So that could well be to do with it. My niece says your stomach is like your second brain. A lot of people say that as well, don't they? You know, so thank you very much for that comment, my love. Much appreciated. And I'll just see if I can check the Facebook Messenger thing. I think there was something in there as well from someone on the Facebook Messenger relating to the show. Was it Joanne? Could be Joanne. Good day, Chris. No, I don't think that was the one. I may not find that now. I'll try and include everything that's come in. Terry Watts, that sounds about right. Yes, there we go, Terry. Terry in Melbourne, Australia. Watching your live show. She's watching it on Tuesday morning, so of course the live show is on Sunday. But you can always, if you miss the live show, you can watch it as a video, if you see what I mean, as a recorded video. She had a bit of a sad weekend. She had a panic attack. Oh, they're horrible, aren't they, my love? I'm sorry to hear that. Watching you made me happy and made me smile and giggle. Good. I'm glad you did, darling. And she wants to join the weight loss thing as well. Okay, Terry, let me write that down. Terry Watts. I knew there was someone else there wanted to join it, you see. Watts. 15 stone. 15 stone. 0.7. Okay, it's very accurate. 15.747. Is it all right to put 15.7? All right, Terry. Thank you very much. You're on the list, and we'll do that on Sunday night. Like I said to you just a moment ago, you don't need to be there on a Sunday night to watch the live show. You can pick it up anytime you want, but then it does become a recording. All right. Once again, gang, any comments, just stick them down below and I'll read them out on the next comments and questions answer show. See you again very soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye now.